Ang ating kwentuhan napapakinggan kahit saan. Samahan niyo ako sa bawat kwento na pwede natin pag-usapan. At sa bawat kwentuhan, lagi kang kasama. Ako si Gab Humilde Villegas at ito ang Kwentuhang Random, the podcast. So, welcome sa isa naman panibagong edisyon ng ating kwentuhan at sa episode natin ngayon ay pag-uusapan natin kung ano nga ba yung mga lessons na natutunan natin ngayong taon. Sa totoo lang, sa super dami ng mga natutunan ko ngayong taon ay hindi ko alam kung kailangan ko pa bang isa-isahin lahat ng mga lessons na natutunan ko this year. And paggabi ay nagkwentuhan kami ng mga kaibigan ko. So, I asked people on what lessons yung mga natutunan nila ngayong taon. And yung isa sa kanila ay nagkwento sa akin kung ano yung mga bagay na natutunan niya. And according to her, isa sa mga natutunan niya ay ang magmahal kahit nasa malayo. And according to her, sabi niya sa akin, may mga tao o routine na gusto mo pero kailangan mo rin ng other room para lumago ka ng sarili mo. Kahit na tingin mo ay hindi ka na nag-grow. Kung pag-uusapan yung career, kumento niya sa akin, kahit pa paano na-miss niya yung dati niyang workplace. Kasi nakikita niya na mayroong mga may potential to grow doon sa kumpanyang dati niyang pinagtrabahuan. Pero, nangyayari, nawalang hiya sila yung may-ari ng kumpanya. Hindi ko na lang sasabihin kung anong industry ay ito. No? Kaya napakwento na lang din siya sa akin, napasabi na lang din siya sa akin na na-miss niya rin yung kumpanya pero nabubisit din siya. Kung sa aspeto naman ng personal niyang buhay, matagal na rin siyang nag-full-time dito sa Maynila. Pero namimiss niya rin yung pamilya niya dito sa probinsya. Pero kahit na sabihin natin na, sinasabi niya na sometimes hindi worth it na tumambay doon sa lugar nila dahil kakaunti lang din yung mga opportunities na nandoon sa kanila. So far, naalala ko rin ito. When I graduated in PUP noong 2019, I'm planning sana to work there sa Batangas. Pero dahil sa kakaunti yung opportunities na meron doon sa probinsya namin, wala akong choice kung di magstay dito sa Manila. So nandito lahat ng trabaho, nandito lahat ng opportunities. So far, since 2019, I've been here for 5 years. Dapat sana nandun ako sa akin. Pero wala dito talaga Before going on that, nagtanong din ako sa Reddit. So, ano yung mga life lessons na natutunan nila ngayong taon? And here are some responses that I received. Ito galing to sa isang user. Sabi niya, no matter how much effort you put in a relationship, it will always boils down to the choice a person makes. You cannot force someone to realize your value if all they think of you is a chore. If they choose to discard you, they will. And most of the times, napag-isipan na nila yan. Totoo yan. No? Na kahit nagaano ka mag-effort sa isang relasyon, kung yung kasama mo naman, yung prospect na significant other mo, wala. She's doing nothing to make a relationship work. Darating yung panahon na, papaliwalain ka na lang. Nangyari, di ba? Darating ka na lang sa point na, okay, ganun talaga ang buhay. Totoo lang, I would like to share this with you. Na I dated someone last year and 3 beses kami nakapag-date. And, bigla na lang siyang wala. Parang mumuba. Lilitaw siya ulit kung kailan niya gusto magpaparamdam, papamiss. Pero as time passes by, I chose na, okay, it's time to let the feelings stay. Until such time na I made a decision to myself. Dahil wala naman, di na nag-work I decide to let go of her. Piliin niya yung gusto niyang buhay. Pero merong nakakatuwang part dun sa story na yun. Last October, when I decided to finally block her on all of my social media accounts, doon ko pa na-discover na pinagsabay kami ng kanyang boyfriend. Nakakatawa lang na nung huli naming date, or maybe the second date that we have, that was a few days after my birthday last year, meron na ako naramdaman that there's something wrong. And parang binaliwala ko pa yung kutob na yun. She's in a relationship while we are dating. Kumbaga, naging pampalipas oras niya ako. Nakakatawa. You know what I did? I'm just telling it with my friend friends, kinuwento ko na lang sa kanila na yun yung nangyayari. At some of them know about this person that I've dated with, that I've met on a dating app. Ayun, medyo nabwisit din sila na yun yung na-experience ko of dating someone. May isa pa nga nagkwento sa akin. Sabi, ba't hindi mo sinabi to sa boyfriend? Sabi ko na lang, ayoko na lang ng gulo. Kayaan ko na lang na yung mismong boyfriend niya yung maka-discover ng kalokohan. Para masaya, diba? So, I am just praying that someone will just go out there and say hi. Sana siya na yung pinag-pray ko ng kay tagal. And ito naman, sabi ng isa pang Reddit user, sabi niya, always choose yourself. Just because you love someone doesn't mean that they can love you the same way that you do. Stop gaslighting yourself. You wasted 4 years of your life. Grabe naman to si ate. Kala mo kilala niya ako. Nakakatawa. Pero tama rin yung sinabi niya na choose yourself. Mahalin mo yung sarili mo bago ka magmahal ng iba. It teaches us na pahalagahan yung sarili natin. No matter how good or bad things will happen sa buhay natin, mahalin yung sarili natin. Mahalin mo yung sarili mo. Ito rin, sabi naman ni itong isa pang Reddit user, I'm not too hard on myself anymore. I know how to relax now. So, I have also episodes sa buhay ko this year na I took hard on myself, especially when there are bad things happen. Diba? Lalo na kapag may mga bagay tayo o mga gusto tayo na hindi nangyayari na ayon sa kagustuhan natin. But instead of thinking that way, I chose na palipasin na lang yon, ibaon na lang sa limot. Anyway, next one naman, sabi dito, maniwala sa take the risk or lose the chance. Besides, life is more fun pala kapag you are being challenged rather than staying in your safe space. I agree with that. And that's what I did this year. Noong time na umamin ako sa crush ko siya. I have feelings for her. Kasi yan yung mga hindi ko nagagawa dati, especially when I was in college or even before this one. Kasi kung palalagpasin ko yung mga bagay, it's either I may regret it or baka hindi na siya maulit pa. And that day happened, no? Nung umamin ako sa crush ko, despite how complicated the situation that we are in, I told her that magtitiwala ako sa kung ano man ang magiging will ng tadhana, kung ano man ang magiging will ni Lord para sa amin. I just told her na kung magiging kami. And kung hindi man, okay lang. We just have to accept the fact that may mga bagay na hindi talaga para sa atin. And so far, we are just taking things slowly. We are not rushing things. Hindi ko siya minamadali na maging kami because there are things on her part na hindi ko rin magagawa ng paraan to make those things to be solved. Kung ano man yung details nun, it's not my story to tell. Ang iniisip ko na lang na bagay dito, masaya kami sa kung anong meron kami. If the Lord will make a way to make things work for us, edi happy tayo pare-parehas. Happy ako, happy siya, happy tayo lahat. Ito yung panghuli na comment ko sa aking post sa Reddit. According to this user, live within your means and save money. Totoo yan. Sa hirap ba naman ng buhay natin ngayon, huwag tayong maging masyadong maluho, huwag tayong masyadong magastos, kakabilin mga bagay. Hindi naman talaga natin kailangan. Kailangan natin gumastos ng bagay sa pangangailangan natin. Kung ikaw ay nagsosolo lang, solo kang bumuhay, tapos kakarampot pa yung sweldo na meron ka. Prioritize your needs. Magtabi ka rin ng pera para sa kinabukasan mo na pwede mo rin magamit in case of emergencies, in case na pangailangan ka, or pwede mo rin isave yung pera ngayon just to buy on things na pwede mo rin magamit din lang. So, ito naman, mapupunta na tayo sa personal goals. Here's what I told to my friend last terms. Things that I learned this year. Napasa ko lang itong, binabackread ko yung conversation namin. And here's what I learned this year. One of those is learn to wait and have patience. No? In terms of my career, alam niyo naman po for sure. I started this year going back in the media industry as a writer para do sa morning show namin and sa newscast namin 1 p.m. But originally, I applied for the position of reporter. Actually, ilang beses rin akong lumuha bago ko nakuha ang position ko. May mga bagay rin akong pinupush dati sa buhay ko na bakit hindi siya nangyayari. Sinisipagan ko naman. I do my best every single day to excel on my work. But may mga bagay na hindi siya nangyayari. It took 7 months ang inabot ko bago ko nakuha yung posisyon na yun. And when the time that dumating yung kontrata, doon naman ako na-aksidente. Papasok sana ako ng opisina noon, time na pinangga yung sinasakyan kong tricycle ng isang humaharurot na motorsiklo. And ito, at yung sugat ko sa ulo. If you see that scar on my foot, 2 weeks akong nawala sa office. I cannot do anything. May galas pa ako nakuha that time. Tapos ako, sa tuhod. Masakit ang buong tuhod ko. Hindi ako makalakad ng maayos. There are things in life marating sa atin unexpected. Pagaya na lang kung nangyari sa akin. I got involved in the vehicular accident. Siguro balikan ko yung post ko a month after that. After the accident happened. So siguro basahin ko yung post ko that time. Maybe it's time for me to ito yung post for that time. I posted it on my personal account, September 16. It's been a month since I was involved in a road accident where the tricycle I was riding was hit by a speedy motorcycle. I thought in those moments that it was the end of my life. I was rushed into the hospital bleeding because of the wounds that I sustained on my head. Other than that, I also had scars on my left leg and knee and on my left arm because of the accident. The wounds I sustained on my head were stitched. The motorcycle driver who crashed was under the influence of alcohol and was not wearing a motorcycle helmet. Until we left the hospital, the effect the alcohol on his body still did not subside. I was also unable to work for several days because of what happened. I also had a week off and I did nothing but pray the rosary before going to bed or when I woke up in the morning. I thank the Almighty that I had a second life. As they say, my mission is not over yet, so I am still here. I also thank my coworkers, friends, and those important to me for their prayers. Concern. I also wonder why this happened to me. I just thank God. I just think that God wants to teach me something from that incident. I don't even know what God wants to teach me, but I believe the time will come when I will understand the reason for it. Because I realize that I will only live once. I will choose not to love even more than I do. It's before the accident. I decided to get back to work. I work from home arranging time. I'm starting to get bored. Lo and behold, I went back physically to the office last September. Though some of my closest confidants saying that I'm not yet physically okay, but I know to myself that I can overcome. Here's my take on that. During the time that it happened, many people were really concerned. Basta ako kung kailangan ko ba ng tulong. So far, actually, I did not ask any of those. But if there's anyone who can extend their help, it would be appreciated. In those difficult times, doon talaga lalabas kung sino yung mga totoo at mga tapat mong kaibigan. There's one of them, every time we talk about things, kumusta ako, actually, mas galit pa siya kaysa sa akin because she know that feeling that ma-aksidente rin. No, but on her case naman, magkaiba yung sitwasyon namin. Pero parehas kami na-aksidente. Yung kanya naman, it was puro maliit pa naman. Every time that I will tell stories about it, she's someone that I really want to be. One thing in life that I also learned, na kaya siguro hindi binibigay mo Lord sa atin Father. Hinihiling natin ay dahil possibly hindi pa tayo handa to accept that blessing. Kasi kailangan you have to be prepared on those things once that blessing comes in your hand. Yung mga bagay tayo sa buhay na meron you should trust at the right time, diba? Kayo, ano ba yung mga natutunan nyo this year? So, feel free to send me a message. Pagkwentuhan natin yan. Na yung mga natutunan mo this year. And hopefully, sa pagsisimula ng bagong taon, ay mabitbit sana natin yung mga natutunan natin this year. And hopefully, mas maging mabuti tayong tao with those lessons that we learned this year. And dito muna yung episode natin. Hopefully, na-enjoy nyo itong episode natin ngayon. After nyo mapakinggan ang episode na ito, makapag-start din kayo mag-reflect. Ano ba yung mga natutunan nyo this year? And ito muna, I'm Gabo Milde Villegas and this is Kwentuhang Random, the podcast. At dito nagwawakas ang episode ng ating kwentuhan. Pwede mong balikan ng libre ang mga previous episodes ng Kwentuhang Random the Podcast na available sa Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify at Zeno FM. Hanggang sa susunod nating kwentuhan,